Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ultron. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we are going to be looking at the Transformers movies as a tier list. We've got the original 1986 Transformers movie, we've got 2007's Transformers 1, 2008, 2009's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, 2011 to 2012's Dark of the Moon, and then in 2017 and onwards, kinda the last night, we got Age of Extinction, which I actually forgot about that. Bumblebee Beast Hunters movie, and the Beast Hunters movie, I suppose. That's the last one, which is a Transformers Prime film. So, yeah. Scuffed intro. If you like this, hit the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live and when I upload. All that good stuff. And, yeah. So, we'll do them in sort of timeline-ish order and go from there. Or, well, release, I should say. Yeah, let's start with the animated 1986 Transformers movie, which, straight off the bat, love it to bits. It's a very good classic, obviously out way before I was born. Like, my parents probably weren't even that old when this came out. The story was alright, because it was like the whole Cybertron thing, was it not? Was them trying to escape Cybertron, and Prime dies, and Hot Rod gets the Matrix, and kicks Skeletron's ass pretty much. I'll stick it like B tier. I know it might come off, B tier is like pretty bad when there's like 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 films there, but like it's alright. I can't complain really. Next up we have is the first Transformers movie, the 2007 one. I enjoyed it. Not the biggest fan of it at the same time. Like, obviously it was the introductor or the intro to all of the new versions, like the Michael Bay films, which was good, I suppose. Bumblebee, getting to see him as a Camaro for the first time instead of a Beetle was very nice to see. Prime was very, say, foreign and, very robot-like comparing to what he is in the later films. He's very respectful and everything, so pretty good. I'm going to put it just above Transformers the movie in regards to its tier, because it's still B tier, still, it's more nostalgia than anything, unfortunately. Like, it's a decent movie, but it's still not brilliant. Like, it just, the rest of them are somewhat better. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Megatron's design in it either. I think that's a slight other reason, like, but right. Next film we have is Dark of the Moon. No, Revenge of the Fallen. This one started alright. It started in Shanghai with Skids and Mudflap as the ice cream truck. Had Sideswipe in it for a few minutes. Had the RC triplets for like RC, Alita 1 and Chromia in there for like 30 seconds. Had Optimus and Ironhide, all that. Then it was Sam going to college, leaving Bumblebee behind, he was all sad with that. Then Prime dies again in the forest battle, which the battles are always good in these. The first one against Prime and Megatron was a bit scuffed, but like, first movie. Prime dies, they don't have a clue what they're gonna do, so they go to Egypt, find Jetfire, go to Egypt, and then find shit. I'm gonna obviously put it in A tier, but it might end up being the bottom of A tier. Final battle was pretty good. It was like Optimus with Jetfire's parts because he sacrificed himself, blah blah blah. If you haven't seen these movies, by the way, you should at least give them a go. At least try and start watching them and see if you can finish them. And there's gonna obviously be a spoiler warning. I might put that up on the screen. But yeah, that was alright. Like I enjoy the battles obviously most. but still, not the best, not the worst. So, yeah. Next up we have is Dark of the Moon, which instantly I'm putting it above above Dark Revenge of the Fallen because I loved it. Hated the fact that Megan Fox was not in it as Michaela. She obviously kind of moved on or got fired. I can't remember the reasoning behind it, but yeah, Optimus and that lot are just kind of trying to survive, making sure there's a whole argumentative piece between Prime and one of the humans about something being found, and then Prime had this trailer for the first time with all of his kit, which is pretty good. Like his swords and his armaments in whatever capacity, which I was glad to see. What else happened? Got Sentinel back from the moon. That was pretty good. That's the dark side of the moon. Sentinel was a good guy for all of it. 20 minutes, and then said to go, fuck you, and killed Ironhide. Rest in peace. Yeah. What else happened? The whole fight, obviously, at the end was pretty good. Like, Prime v Sentinel, and then Megatron comes in out of nowhere and fucking rips havoc and whatnot. Just that whole, like, Prime versus all the Decepticons again. Pretty good. So, I can set it top 8 here, because next we're going to look at the Beast Hunters one, which is the Transformers Prime movie, which I'm going to probably put it there. I don't honestly remember what happens in this very much. To my knowledge, it's Prime going and finding beast parts or something, and then he gets his like big robust fucking thing, and you know, Bumblebee and Ultra Magnus and stuff are in it because they go and fight. They go and fight the Predacons, which are the dragons, or like the birds, robot bird things, and then I think Prime fights a version of Megatron and sacrifices himself yet again. I'm nearly sure at the end of it. Honestly, I can't remember it, so the factor may not for it not being memorable. I'm going to actually put it below, probably here, just because I don't remember it like at all. So yeah, nah. Next up we have is Age of Extinction, which is this one. So by the end of 3, going into 4, Prime obviously goes MIA. People think he's KIA, but he's missing. Cade finds him, starts to rebuild him and whatnot. He has a bit of a PTSD fit and nearly kills Cade. Cade helps to fix him, all that good stuff. But you can tell that Prime kinda is a bit more cynical and salty about everything that's going on in the world. Which I'm not, it's getting here maximum, because I'm going to actually put fucking Dark Lumen up test here. Because it is like my favourite out of the proper Michael Bay ones. Age of Extinction, like, what even was the fights, really? The fights, there was Prime versus Galvatron on the highway, which is mid. And then there was, well, it was shit, kinda, you know. And the final battle was Prime versus Lockdown, which was pretty shit too. Prime's new look wasn't bad, the Dinobots weren't terrible. They were a bit useless, but the new cast of robots weren't actually half bad either, which is the only reason why it's staying in A. Hound, Crosshairs, and Drift were the new guys. Not half bad. Obviously Cade being the new human person for it. Yeah, I don't know. It gets A tier max, like, meh. On the other hand, the last night, I was saying the final Michael Bay film, not the final film here, because we still have Bumblebee to talk about. But last night, Eh, like I love it, but I don't know if I love it more than Revenge of the Fallen in a way. Because like, well, how does the last night even go again? Because the last night's like the Merlin one, and it's like, oh, Cade's Mystic Man. He's the last descendant man because he gets that talisman thing, and then like Cade and all have to hide because they're fugitives and shit, and then Megatron's back instead of Galvatron, and they don't explain that in any capacity. Um, Drift and Co are still the main protagonists in that regard. Look at Anthony Hopkins as your man, Anthony Hopkins really. He's at like the big mansion place with Cogman and the tank transformer that is fucking dementia or whatever. Then they add Hot Rod into it, which Hot Rod is such a terrible character, but his design is actually not that bad. It's a Lambo Centenario, so can't really complain. The World War II aspects to it are like the implications of prior being in World War II prior. Like there's a little bit of Bumblebee and Hot Rod shooting Nazis, which I find very entertaining. Though I kind of wish there was more of that. But yeah, last night was alright. I don't know. I prefer easily just thinking about it like vaguely. I'd prefer watching the last night over Age of Extinction anytime, really. Like because it even had Nemesis Prime in it, and like because at the end of Age of Extinction, Prime goes up into space like I'm finding my makers, rah, and then it starts him just out of fire, floating as a big husk in the fucking in the middle of space. And so with that, you know, Quintessa finds him. It's like, ooh, and then Prime's evil and beats the fuck out of Bumblebee. Then Bumblebee fights back and saves Prime from his evilness by talking to him with his original voice that we've only heard like once before, and that was in the first Transformers film for like 2 seconds. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Last but definitely not least, I'm gonna actually put it. Do I put it over? I think I will, purely because it's about Bumblebee. Now, we all know that your boy's a Bumblebee fan because of the channel and all, Bumbletron, Bumblebee. He's like favorite Transformer, always has been, always will be, that kind of stuff. Film itself starts in Cybertron, probably the best part on Cybertron we will ever have. Obviously, probably would sit same level as the first movie, the like animated one. Either way, love it to bits. With it being on Cybertron for the start of it, you get to see a lot of the different characters like RC, Ratchet, Ironhide, Brawn, Wheeljack, all just in their Cybertronian modes, but like redesigned at the same time to look more like the Michael Bay style, I suppose. Bumblebee actually has a voice. Not sure who he's voiced by. See, who is he voiced by? Sorry, I'm multitasker. But yeah, Cybertron bit was good. Optimus, his voice was a bit shit in it because Peter Cullen did voice him, but like didn't actually voice him properly because he had to like impersonate another person to lower the costs or something. I kind of mind. Dylan O'Brien did the voice to Bumblebee apparently. Is this for the movie Bumblebee or is this? I'd assume so. But not sure who Dylan O'Brien is. He's in a few different films. I don't recognize him though. Either way. What else happens in the Bumblebee movie? See, Charlie finds him. in the junkyard, tries to fix him. The old guy that owns it's like, have it, it's your birthday present. And she finds out it's Bumblebee. Bumblebee just looks absolutely adorable in his Volkswagen Beetle. Like, first time we see his Volkswagen Beetle form, technically since 1986, we saw a brief Easter egg in the first movie. But anyway, Charlie obviously wants to teach him how to survive and whatnot, because Blitzwing in this case instead of Megatron normally fucked his voice box, all that stuff, and then goes to fight Shatter and Dropkick, which were the main Decepticons in this movie. All that shit. Cliffjumper gets absolutely fucking violated. Like, he straight up just gets sliced in half. Some fucking whack ass shit. Then Prime just about gets to Earth by the end of it. You know, I should have rewatched some of these before doing this video, but overall, I just enjoyed Bumblebee because, well, the only downside to Bumblebee, I feel like, is John Cena being a cast member on it. Just because he had tried to be serious and, oh, I'm a military man, but at the same time, it's fucking John Cena. Like, you can't, he's not exactly that type of man. You know, like, aside from that, Haley Steinfeld was great as Charlie, like, great character for at least the human side of things. And then obviously Bumblebee being his big yellow self, I really could not complain. Like, so, yeah. Just looking at this, I'd low-key just want to go take Age of Extinction. Just like, put it here. I'm gonna do that. Because I might get stick for putting the last night over the first one, but I don't really care. Age of Extinction I can willingly put down there because there's only one really good thing about it, and aside from Bumblebee's alt mode and stuff, is that Hound midway through it says that he's a fat ballerina, and that was funny to me. But aside from that, yeah. Well, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. If you liked this, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live and when I upload, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this tier list. I don't know what else to say. I've probably been at this for like 20 minutes as well, so don't make it too long. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye.